Acharei Mot details for us Avodat Yom Kippurim, the service that takes place in the Beit HaMikdash on Yom Kippur. As everyone knows, the Avodah takes place in an area of the Beit HaMikdash that is normally too holy for people to enter, the Kodesh Kodashim, the Holy of Holies, as it's referred to. When the Kohen Gadol enters there and he performs the Avodah. What's also interesting is the Avodah also takes place in an area that is usually too unholy for there to be an Avodah there. The Sar Mishalech, the service of the scapegoat that takes place beyond the confines of the Azara of the Temple Mount. So in this interesting paradox, on the holiest of days, part of the Avodah takes place in an area usually too unholy for there to be temple service, and also in an area that's usually too holy for there to be avodah for people to enter. And the idea is very, very simple. There are two kinds of sins that people commit. There are the kind of sins that take place that are very common, that people commit because they feel far away from God. They feel distanced from Torah. They are not engaged in Torah life. They're too far away from that which is holy. And that is, of course, what the Avodah, the Sar Mishalech, of the scapegoat, atones for the sins of those who are usually too far away from that which is holy. But then there are other sins that take place because we take holiness for granted, because we don't realize how special Kedusha is, how special holiness is, like the sins of Nadav and Avihu, which are referenced as a prologue to Avodas Yom Kippurim. And for those kinds of sins, where we disrespect that which is holy because we are too familiar with it, that is why the Kohen Gadol enters the Kodesh Kodashim, the Holy of Holies. This week we're observing Yom HaZikaron and celebrating Yom Ha'atzmaut. These events remind us of the terrible times when we were too far away from that which was holy, where we distanced ourselves from that which was sacred, from the Torah of the Jewish people and from the land of Israel, and we had given up hope. And therefore we need to be reminded over and over again how special and important it is to have Medinat Yisrael, the state of Israel, that we should never again be distant from our land. But then, of course, there's the other kind of atonement, kapara, we need, where we are so close to it that we take it for granted. And that, of course, we can never do. On Yom HaZikaron, we remember all those extraordinary young people who gave up their lives so that Jewish history could continue and the state of Israel be safe and secure. And on Yom Ha'atzmaut, we celebrate the great accomplishment of modern political Zionism that brought us the state of Israel. We can never again suffer the sins of being too far away, but neither can we ever commit the crime of taking the state of Israel for granted.